But yeah, Portal's a standout example in that regard. The Stanley... I suppose the Stanley Parable kind of counts, so that's really more of a narrative experience. The Talos Principle is what I was thinking of before my mind went in the other direction, where the puzzles themselves aren't really all that unique. It's basically just working with a bunch of switches and blocks and such. But the narrative context around that and the ability to push the boundaries of what you're expected to do is fascinating and very well executed, and ties neatly with the overall concept of the story, where it's obvious from the get-go you are not a human. Like, the first thing you see is your robotic hand shielding your eyes from the sun. But it's also kind of a very human gesture, and it sort of sets the tone for what you are, what the point of the game is going to be. Not necessarily doing mechanical puzzle solving, but understanding the why of it. And that kind of comes out in the philosophical debates you have with Milton. Okay, bloody hell, where is this fucking thing? I swear to God, I'm gonna do a off-stream postscript of this, finding where the fucking fast travel goes. And it's gonna dump me out in the treasure room. I'm gonna be like, see? See? I told y'all I wasn't crazy! Oh, hey. Yep, here's our mural to the pile of skulls that we collected. Look upon our works in despair. But yeah, what's really going to happen is I'm going to look back through the footage and go, oh, that's where it is. And I missed it at the time because I'm fucking blind. 10-minute video trying to locate the fast travel. Anyway, we'll see what's going on with these guys real quick. Honestly, the real problem is I just kind of have a hard time conceptualizing the way these areas connect. An actual map would be helpful, I think. Like, they're not so big you need it to get around. But I do feel like you kind of lose something by... Hey, enjoying the show there, very good. I feel like maps would be a good opportunity to further language development, basically. And they do kind of do navigation puzzles, like they did with the play being used to navigate that dungeon connecting us to the alchemists. You know what? Hold on a second. Fast travel's right here. I'm going to bust my own myth right fucking now. If I end up lost again, I'm just gonna quit. Oh, okay. See what happened? Here's what happened. So, this torch is necessary to see in the dark, but when you go up here, the torch is topside because of the fucking puzzle. And that removes it from down here, but because you're coming out from here, they spawn a torch there. See, I knew I wasn't going crazy, but I just did not conceptualize that they would remove the torch. In fact, we're going to demonstrate this. Yeah, see, we left here, and now the torch is here. But I'll bet you if we go through here and come back... Or maybe not. Or if we go up through up here... Maybe not. I know the torch was there last time. I know y'all think I'm crazy. Meanwhile, I dumped a chunk of my birthday money into Arknights trying to pull one copy of Raid Up character. And I got 3 additional copies of another Raid Up character I already had. Orange, that is the quintessential gacha experience. You are living your life correctly, sir. Yeah, mysteriously moving torch. But yeah, that's what happened. The torch moved up into the puzzle area somehow. And that's why I couldn't get back down to where the fast travel point was. And you know, we could have moved the... I could have moved the torch again, but I didn't think that's what was happening. I thought it was just somewhere else, and it was just massive. I was just having a stroke or something. These are the important things that consume my thoughts and keep me from getting anything important done with my life. Some new boys. No, some new people there. The devotees seem like they're doing the most traveling here. Because, you know, they've been gated out of most of the tower. And didn't quite have the understanding to grasp what was going on. Whereas the other factions didn't really want to leave their quarters or territories, but were physically capable of doing so. Figure if there's going to be any interesting achievement-worthy scenes, it'll probably be at the forum area, which was over here. Yeah, looks like that's a no. C'est la vie. Although this guy's gone. Maybe the implication is he got out of his surf job and is hanging out with some normal people. Some peers for a change. Alright. Anyway, very cool stuff. Nice little reactivity moments. Let us carry on. We still need to solve a puzzle. Oh! See the captured monster in the laboratories. Okay, this is an achievement. So they actually have one of these things in captivity. And they've, like, got it under a sheet so they can look in on it. Okay. See, I know they've got the warrior standing guard, so actually it's pretty impressive they were able to capture one. But this feels like a survival horror situation that is waiting to happen. Like, there's some bad things gonna happen when, like, some guards get careless one night, and a container is left unlocked, and we're gonna find out that the thing lays eggs, and they hatch, like, by gestating inside a living human person. Oh, that was the one that was following me. Oh, they're a transformed scientist. Oh. That I did not pick up on. Very interesting. So suddenly it makes sense. That actually does kind of explain why they'd want to help him. That's a hell of a transformation, though, because you figure he's straight up turned into some sort of H.R. Giger creation, and, like, had glowing fire energy coming out of his head. It was horrifying. Okay, now we've got what we need here. Okay, so there was an explosion in Lab 3 that led to the scientist that figured out the formula transforming. He then fled into the mines through the gate you were looking for. Bro's been playing too much Aliens Dark Descent. I suppose so, yeah. So that... See, I got some of that, but thought that the monster had come up through there and, like, dragged the scientists to their death. Whereas the formula, whatever happened, changed him in the lab, and that's why it was closed. Interesting. Didn't quite get that, but that does explain quite a lot, actually. Okay, anyway, so gold was 1405. So 500, 500, 1000, 200, 100, 100, 1400, 1405. Okay. Silver was 812. So 5, 7, 800, 10, 11, 12. And then carbon was 46. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 46. Alright. We'll know this works if we get the tune. Which presumably will be after we actually plug it in. Alright. Come on, Elvis. I know I've been kind of fucking things up this playthrough, but now's our moment of glory. Now's our chance to correct things. From here on up, we're only getting it right. Hell yeah! Open sesame, bitch. Alright. Ooh, okay. Achievement unlocked. Reach exile. Alright, this is quite the color contrast. Also looks like some really awkward stair design here. So God only knows what this is going to look like. Okay. So now we've got some really unusual symbol design. So I'm going to guess this means tower. And these mean man or men. Something, man, something. This is obviously some kind of negative symbol. Say not. Or don't. The rest we don't really have help with. Ah, here we go. Alright, well, tower, men, and here we go. People, exile. Okay, okay. Alright, so, tower, exile. People, exile. So something cut off the top floor of the tower with the rest of it. I feel like that lack of understanding has led to the situation we're in. What the fuck? Okay, do we have like a Wall-E situation where everybody's just sort of disappeared into simulations and let their bodies decay? Okay. And he goes right back to his Oculus Rift. Oculus Rift, huh? The fuck? God, there's so many of them. Look at this. Huh. Okay, yeah, this got real dark real fast. I'm having concerns here. Oh, okay, there's a fast travel point. Alright. Activate all terminals. Alright. So yeah, I think there's going to be more of these, because if I've only gotten like half the puzzles down, there's going to be others that pop up. That's probably who the... There were like several of them that had just people with no one to talk to. Like only one person on the line. So what's probably going to happen is we spring the exiles out of whatever they have inflicted upon themselves, and then they are suddenly available for conversation. But yeah, the implications are kind of dark here. Like everybody just kind of disappeared into a virtual world. Oh! Okay. So these are other characters. Make, talk, key, seek, want. Yeah, God, look, they're everywhere. Can we talk to this guy? It's probably like, don't bother me. I finally transferred my consciousness into the metaverse. There are only like 3 of us in here, but it's been great so far. I definitely haven't been paid to make this endorsement. Exile. But yeah, can we talk for a minute about this stair design? Because, I feel like this is a recipe for some, like, serious accidents or something. I mean, you know, you can navigate it, but why wouldn't you just have, like, uniform flat stairs going down instead of, like, these irregular bumps? I don't know. It just... I felt like it was just someone trying to a little too hard to be different. And tried to reinvent the wheel, but for stairs. Alright. Key, locked door, huh? Now, if history's any guide, we're gonna have to... Oh, damn, look at this. So that's what's going on. They're all hooked on video games. Damn it! Video games are here to teach us about the dangers of playing video games too much. Yeah, funny architecture. Quite. What's this? See, I wonder why that's doing... what that's happening automatically. Yeah, these stairs deal double damage on a tumble down. No kidding. I'm guessing these people haven't really had to worry about, like, wheelchair compliance. I mean, you know, none of the tower really is wheelchair accessible. Oh. Okay. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of freaking me out. I feel like, yeah, you've got something going into the mouth, something coming out of the eyes. There is a metaphor here, and it's not at all subtle. Okay, well, that's technically wheelchair accessible, but you better be fucking jacked in order to make the trip. Bunch of ableists. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so there is another one of those funky keyholes that we've been seeing every now and then. Okay, man-human, man-human. Alright, so that is this. Man-human. Alright, I'm with you there. Why is it doing that? Yeah, I think these terminals are going to be how we're going to learn languages. Plural, not greetings. Fear, open, not. I think we got to spin these until they line up. Like, yeah, that's not right there. So what if we move not to there? Yeah, just showing you how to interact with it. I assume people had issues with grokking this. I could see it, yeah. So, let's see. Not... Fear, plural, open... Unless it doesn't have to line up and it's something else. Plural. Greetings. Not... What I'll probably have to do is go back to the entrance and try the one closest to that, since it's probably designed with the few characters I have some idea about. Talk there, talk to them. Man, yeah, I don't know what happened, but the vibes are off here. There are concerns. Alright. Man, human. Key, make, create. Me, make. Alright, let's play around with this thing. So, inner words. So we can't spin the inner dial, but all the outer ones we can. So, make, create, key. Me, make, create, key. So I think what we have to do is make a sentence in various languages, and each character is going to have each sentence is going to have one character from the exile's language and the rest in the other languages. So yeah. Key, me, man, human, make. Except it doesn't quite work in this case. Let's see. So I think the outer ring is the inner ring is the key here, since we can't move this. So this has to be correct because these are the alchemists' language. So I think the sentence they're trying to get us to work with is I want to make a key. Key, man, human, talk, man, human, talk, key. Let's think this through. Because rather tellingly, this... No, wait, they're all going to be designed like that. Okay. So I'm positive about these two. I'm not so sure about the rest. Oh, hey! Okay, so I had it backwards. We have to line the words up in accordance with their companion words in another language. Alright. So, me, talk, key, seek, man, human, make, create. Okay. Yeah. So, make, create, seek, me, talk, and key. Alright. Okay. So, it's a little funky, but I'm starting to get the logic here. So now let's look for the other terminals. I think there were two others. Right now, I went through there. Alright, there's another one. Alright, so the inner one is there, so you... Okay, so you... That's probably correct. So go pass, go pass, go pass. Beautiful. Nice. And then there was the one up this way. So we were blazing through this language, actually. They're handing them out in big chunks. Alright. Open. Open. Greetings. Not. So it's probably over here. Open. Open. Then not. There we go. See? It's all coming together. Alright. Okay, something greetings, something tower. Alright, I think we can solve that puzzle, but I kind of want to get a sense of what the people we saw in the chairs were saying. Let's take one quick look, and then we'll open the big ominous door. Yeah, the implication I've got here is that everybody is... Oh, wait, no, this was the key door we couldn't open. Alright, might as well pop this then. Key. No. Excuse me, sir and/or ma'am. Exposit to me. Me something... No, me something tower. Go away. Me, not you. Me, something you. Not like, maybe? Tower, something, go away. That's this fella. Maybe that's it. That's what that lock icon indicates. Or what's is the lock glyph. Let's try that again. Alright. Key. That. Door. No. Key. Something. Oh, wait. No. I'm reading this backwards. Key opens door. That's it. Wasn't the lock, it was the lock being opened. Oh! Oh, cutscene time. Oh, he's got a fez. Greetings. You're the one I was waiting for. Okay. Alright, so notice he's on a cool high-tech chair that's literally hovering. So now we're getting a sense for kind of the true face of the tower and the underlying stuff inside it. Before all the... Before the backstory of the tower, it seemed to have kind of a mystical air to it. But there were small elements of technology, like the terminals, that were still active. Not to mention our coffin. And now we're kind of getting a sense of what's really going on. Okay, so... Climb. Oh. Yep, we're literally seeing how they construct the symbols here. So this is go up. These are... This is plural. That's door. Okay, this is clever. I like this a lot. Me... Not. Yeah, you can see there's the group over here, then the dividing line for this. And then... Me... Go. This is really cool. Like, you know, we've seen elements in previous languages that show details in their construction, like how the boxes indicate locations, this little parentheses here kind of indicates physical objects. But now it's spelling it out for you how they build these words out of root constructions. So yeah. So I'll bet that's dead. And this is not go. And not dead. Go not. Revive. Die, stop, revive. Oh, shit. Okay, right. So this is... These are different groups separated there. There's us, or people. So, me, not, seek, people, plural. Hold on a second. Alright, so, people, plural, me, plural, seek not, My people. Okay. Okay. Us, we... The Anchorites. Wow. Okay, that was fast. Holy shit. Come. The Blooming Fairies. Yep. Okay. My people, disregard, peoples, us, we. Damn. Okay, were they trying to bring back the spirits of the dead and the fairies are... Like... They thought the fairies were like ghosts of their ancestors or something? My people built the tower. Foreign peoples came to the tower. That's what we saw in the big mural in the Warriors camp. They came from overseas. Yeah, bear, seek lest. Yeah. People stopped talking. People feared people. My people left in exile. We are dying. This tower is dying. I created you. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's the coffin we came out of. You're the key. Help us. Make the peoples talk. Open the doors. End exile. Revive the tower. Oh, is this the key? Yep, that's it. That's what we're going to be using to open the doors. Oh, shit. Okay. Yep, this is when we open the other doors, and this is when the rest of the terminals become accessible. Not exactly, no. I mean, obviously we were constructed for some kind of purpose. We had a deliberate role to play in this. And somebody in the tower was going to have a direct line in what was going on, but I figured that this was going to be like some science experiment. Yeah, and the coffin was always on my mind. That was something I absolutely expected to play a role. I just didn't expect us to be literally created by the denizens of the tower. I figured we were some kind of outside element that was introduced at some point to resolve what they had done to themselves. But it sounds like we were created by the people running the tower to resolve the fundamental conflicts of their intrafactional tensions, or their the tension between each tribe, so to speak. But yeah, this is really interesting. Well, I'm going to be saving this for for next week, or well, you know, next 2 weeks, because I feel like we are getting close to the end game stuff, and there's going to be just enough meat for one more episode. But this is a big revelation that kind of recontextualizes why we're here and why we're doing this. And yeah, a lot of little mysteries are starting to add up. I still think there is something funky about that fairy gate that is kind of an inciting incident for a lot of the tension, but it's clear that there is more to the story than that, and there is also just regular-ass different humans arriving at a place and not getting along, and we're created as some kind of contingency to help people talk with each other. There's still some details to iron out here, but this is definitely making a few things make a lot more sense in hindsight. But yeah, this is really cool. I'm really looking forward to finishing this, and we will get to it again on... Let's see, today is the 18th. Next showing will be... Sorry, I just opened my calendar here. Next showing will be on November 1st. That'll probably be the stream we wrap this up on. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night. Ivory, thanks so much for the pointers there. Very much appreciated. Apologize for the meandering bits where I'm focused on petty issues and just being completely fucking blind about certain details. But yeah, what can you do? That's the streamer. That's life as a streamer, I guess. But yeah, tomorrow night we'll be going back to Warframe. Going to be showing off the Deviri Paradox. Been looking forward to that. Kind of an interesting little roguelite mode with a heck of a story built on, as I baked into it, as I understand. But yeah, have a good night, everyone. See you next time.